I tested out all the viral and popular Japanese beauty products so you don't have to, and this is part 3 of my series. So if you are thinking of a certain popular viral product, I probably have already mentioned it in a previous video, and if I haven't, let me know in the comments because I'm actually headed back to Japan in just a few weeks, so I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit of shopping there. But for today's video, I do have a new set of products that I want to talk about. I've been actually testing these products for the past few months now. I've been really working on this video for a while. So with that being said, if you guys want to know what's been popular and if they actually are worth it or not, let's hop into the video. Alright, let's dive into it. We do have a good lineup of products today. I want to start off with skincare first. First product I want to talk about, honestly, I've seen all over TikTok. It's a product that I feel like everyone recommends you buy when you're in Japan, but I might have a different opinion. So this is a acne treatment. I don't know what it's exactly called because the only English on the packaging just says pear. I will of course have everything linked down below for you guys, but this is a pretty popular spot treatment, and from what I've seen online, everyone's saying that this is like a miracle cream. The next day your little breakout will be gone, and honestly, as you can see, I've tried this a few times. Personally, I haven't seen this do anything for my breakouts. Now, I do think skincare is pretty personal, so this might work wonders for you, and I'm so glad that it does because honestly, breakouts, who wants them, right? But for me, honestly, my breakout looks the same size. Nothing really has changed about it. I've noticed that with a lot of acne treatments like this, none of them really work on my skin. The only like acne treatment that I like to use and that I see a difference in is pimple patches. That works wonders, and I stand behind pimple patches. I feel like I don't really need to try any other acne cream because those just work wonders. Like, it's flat the next day, it takes out all the gunk, and I'm left with sort of a scar, but that will heal over time. Whereas this, I feel like I just don't really see so much of a difference in. I will say I am a side sleeper, so maybe throughout the night I'm like rubbing the product off so it's not having enough time to really marinate. But I will say I don't apply my skincare right before I go bed. I do have a few hours before bed where I'm just, you know, doing my thing. But I don't know, for this, I did nothing, literally nothing for me. So I personally don't see the hype in it, and I can't recommend it, but could be different for anyone else. Just because it didn't work out for me doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you. Just sharing my thoughts and opinion. I think pimple patches for me are the way to go. The next product, I definitely want to pick up a few more while I'm there because it's just a product that you'll constantly be using up, and I think it's just a universal product for everyone. It is the DHC lip cream. It says lip cream, but I will say it's pretty much just like a lip balm. I believe, again, it's also very affordable there as well, and I think there are other scents and flavors that you can get, but this is just the original. So it is non-scented, which I think is perfect for anyone that has sensitive lips. I am one of those people. I can't really use any lip balms that have any fragrance in it because I actually will react to it. I've mentioned this before in the past, but in high school, I just had such a bad time with a lip balm. My lips reacted so bad. Like, it looked like I had 4 lips. Like, I had an extra lip up here and one down here, and it felt like it was just burning. So ever since then, I've been kind of, you know, just a bit more careful with what I put on my lips, especially when it comes to lip care. I feel like lipsticks and all that kind of stuff, it's okay. This is just, I feel like a textbook standard lip balm. It's not overly thick and it's not sticky at all. It really just does its job of like hydrating and nourishing your lip. If you are just wanting a lip balm that's not too glossy or too thick, you just want something to hydrate your lips, no tint, just a lip balm, like just hydrate my lips. I know there's so many products on the market now when it comes to lip balm. I feel like you would also like this as well. This is actually all I have left of mine. It's just a no fuss type of lip balm, and I can see why it's really popular. Then for my last skincare item, if you are on Japan TikTok, JBeauty TikTok, I'm sure this product has been recommended to you that you have to buy it while you're there, or it's just a really great cleansing oil. This packaging might look familiar, but it's from from the brand Kose. It's their Speedy Cleansing Oil, and as you can see, I clearly have been using and testing this out. One thing that I noticed about Japanese oil, because I do have a hair oil that I'm going to talk about later on in the video, I noticed the texture of this is extremely watery. It's almost water-like, whereas other cleansing oils or hair oils I have used, they are, you know, still oily because it's a hair oil or cleansing oil, but they are a little bit thicker, whereas this flows like water. So when it says Speedy on the cover, it really is very quick because it feels like you're just rubbing in water on your face and wiping everything away. So it's very quick. It does take off all my makeup. I really do enjoy it. Again, I do think this is another affordable product as well. And yeah, it's been really great. You do get a lot of product in here too. This is 240 mils, so will last you a really long time. I definitely would repurchase as well. I probably won't be getting any while I'm there because I do have so many cleansing oils that I need to get through that I don't need to stock up on any. But if you are needing a stock up, then I would definitely recommend, if you want something very quick and I guess just something not as thick as a cleansing oil, this is like literally, like, look at it in the bottle, it's like water. Alright, let's hop into the makeup. I don't actually have a lot of makeup items to share, but all three that I have for you I actually have been really loving. So the first one is from the same brand, Kose or Kose, but this is their Make Keep Mist EX. It's in the red bottle. I know they have a few different types, I guess for different skin types, but I believe this one here, the red one, is the original. And maybe you can see like through the bottle there's a bit of separation, so it does have that oil part to it. And honestly, when I got it, my friend Denise picked this up for me while she was in Japan, and every time she goes to Japan she always sends me like a little box of goodies for me to try, which I appreciate so much because sometimes it's products that like I might have missed while I was there. And I also want to shout out my friend Ren. She always sends me little boxes as well of any products that she thinks is popular or the things that I would like. So shout out to my two girls because they always be spoiling me and I'm always up to date with what's going on there. When she first sent this to me, I honestly wasn't too keen to try it because I don't love setting mists in this type of nozzle. I do like a setting mist in an aerosol can because the mist is so fine. I think I've just had too many experiences where I've had a setting spray in this nozzle and the way it sprays out is like little big droplets on your skin and it just ruins your makeup because this is your last step. It's the thing that's gonna set everything in place. The last thing you would want is for something to like spray a big droplet and ruin your base makeup, because I'm a powder girl. But the mist on this is good and I do like it. Let me show you. Very fine. In the beginning, I really didn't think it did much for my skin, but the more I kept using it, I was like, wow, my base looks locked in place. For some reason, I feel like I look a bit more matte, but maybe that's just my powder. I don't know what it is, but it really does lock in place. And yeah, I've had really no issues with it. I'm actually gonna take this with me on my trip. When I'm going, it is still gonna be quite hot, so I'm gonna take this with me, see how it'll work in like very hot, humid heat, because I've only started testing this out while I'm in my winter, so in colder months. So I will definitely keep you updated on this, but I think so far it's been so good on locking my foundation and just like mounting everything in, marinating everything in, if that makes sense. I've been really loving this one as well. I'm curious about the others and maybe I could try all of them eventually and see how they compare. Then I have apparently, allegedly, the #1 eyeshadow in Japan. This is from the brand Decore and it's their Eye Glow Gem Skin Shadow. Now this comes in two different finishes. It comes in a glow and then it comes in a matte. I have both finishes. My friend Denise, again, she got me, I believe, the glow and then I purchased the matte off YESSTYLE, and I will say it is very expensive. I don't know how much she paid in Japan. I will have to check when I'm there as well so I can compare, but if you are to get it on YESSTYLE, it is around like $25 for one single shadow. That is crazy. Yeah, because that converts to almost like $40 New Zealand, which is absolutely insane for one shadow. You can literally get a whole eyeshadow palette for that. But I will say, if you are looking into these, it is a really good formula. It really is. So I'll quickly show you the eye look that I did with these today. I first took the glow shadow in 11G Milk Azuki and I'm applying this with a brush. It works really nice with your fingers as well if you want that quick one and done. I just have really long nails. I kind of have to use a brush, but it works perfectly fine prime with a brush as well. You will see with the Glow formula, it comes off a bit satin, but it has these little glitter particles in it that sparkles through. Now these glitters are not chunky, you don't feel it at all, but you will see a little bit of sparkle there with that satin base. Then I took the matte formula in 24M Rich Mocha, using this at the outer corners of my eyes to give more depth to my look. This is very beautiful as well. Now although this says it is a matte, I will say it's definitely more of like a satin. It just doesn't have those little glitter sparkles going through it, but it comes off quite satin-like, I will say. But when it's satin, it makes it so easy to blend. Like, you will see how creamy these products are, and if you were to apply this with your fingers, it's really just going to mount onto your skin. I've worn this without eye primer. What I'm showing you, I didn't use eye primer, and I've worn it out for the whole day and it still lasts throughout. I do get a little bit of creasing just like right at the inner corner of my eye, but I do have a lot of folds on my eye, so I feel like that's just quite natural, to be honest. So these are very long lasting. Once they are on, they stay in place. Beautiful shades. I think for me the only downside to this is that it is just really expensive, so for me it's a bit hard to recommend, but I've been really loving this. You guys know I'm not really like a cream liquid type of girl. I like my powders. This I've been really liking because it does settle down into a powder. So honestly, been really enjoying these. It's just a bit hard to recommend. It is very comparable to a Super Shock. I think with a Super Shock, it doesn't settle down like a matte. Like, I feel like Super Shock still feels a bit like slippery, and I can see that a Super Shock would dry out a lot quicker than these. So pick and choose, but something to compare it to, I would say definitely a ColourPop Super Shock. I have one more eyeshadow product to share, but this is more so for your aegyo, so that is the under eye fat that in Asia a lot of people love to contour and highlight this. It's supposed to give you more of a youthful look, which I personally have a love-hate relationship with aegyo because I think it looks so cute, but I think it also only looks good on a certain eye type, because for me I do have quite a few fine lines underneath my eyes, and if you were to highlight your fine lines, that is just obviously going to exaggerate that even more, making me look even older rather than younger. But I think when done right, it can look good. And I will say there has been a lot of little like aegyo palettes, so it's specifically created to highlight and contour that baby fat underneath your eyes. It's not eyeshadow, it's specifically for that. That's just how popular it is. So I had one from Can Make, and this was the first one I personally saw for this purpose. It's their Plum Piku Coordinate Eyes. Now that I'm thinking about it, did I mention this in a previous video? I cannot remember, and I think I might have got it mistaken for eyeshadow, but it is specifically for the aegyo style. It even has a little diagram for you at the back of it, how to use it. I have mine in N01. I've actually been really loving this because one thing about aegyo style and one thing about me is that I can be pretty heavy-handed, and when you're heavy-handed with aegyo style, it can look very muddy and really bad really quick. So with a product like this, where the formula off the bat is quite, I would say, like not pigmented, like quite sheer, it's very buildable. You really do have to build up the product. I think that actually works better because I don't get too carried away with it. I think my aegyo style today looks very natural and not too intense, and I think if I was to use any other product, it probably would have looked much different, but because it's this, it's very subtle, but it's there. And the palette is very tiny, so it doesn't take much space in your makeup bag. It's nice to have that like go-to palette for that specific step in your makeup routine. So in this, there are 4 shadows. The 2 on the side are the main highlighting satin shadows. I'll sweep that all over my under eye bag, and then I'll go in with the angled side, taking that satin light to mid-tone shade, and I'll use that to contour underneath my eye bag. I really do just follow the natural like crease of my eye, and then in the middle shade up there we have a little glitter. I don't use the glitter as much, but just to show you, the glitters are very sparse as well, so it's not too overpowering. So if you've been seeing aegyo style all over your feed and you just don't know how it's gonna look on you, you don't know how to try it, I recommend getting a little cutie palette like this to help you out, and especially again with that formula, how it's very sheer, everything is satin. It's almost hard to mess up. You would have to really like dig into the product and dig into your skin for it to look really intense. It's just so natural. I think it looks really good. I really love how my aegyo style looks. So this has been my go-to like aegyo style product. Whenever I want to have that under eye look, I'll be using this. As we all know, Japan does really amazing hair products, and the next few products I'm going to talk about maybe you might not have heard about, because I think you're probably thinking of &Honey. I have talked about in my previous videos. These I sort of found like they might be more so like underrated in the Western market, but they're quite popular in Japan just from my foreigner little TikTok research. But the first product is a hair oil, and I've been testing this out maybe 2 months now. This is from the brand JUUUUUDY. It's the Calm Night Repair hair oil. I have seen that people like this brand a lot more than &Honey, and like I mentioned with the cleansing oil, it's very similar with the hair oil, that it's very watery, it's very liquidy. If you're going to compare it to &Honey, &Honey's a lot thicker, and I think I actually might prefer that a bit more because my hair is very thin. So when this hair oil is almost like water-like and putting that onto my hair, I feel like my hair cannot absorb it. The next day, I feel like my hair, the ends of it, looks quite oily, which for some people that might be ideal, and for some others maybe not. I think for me, I don't really prefer that, but I can see why it's popular in Japan, because it's something that I did notice that they do like having their ends not oily. I don't think that's the right description of it. Whereas for me, I rather have it like absorbed into my hair overnight. I wake up, my hair is just like shiny, but not like that texture. Like you can literally feel the product still in your hair. Although I do feel like my hair does feel softer, I think it's just more so of the texture aspect for me. I think I'm a very texture girl. I think texture means a lot to me. Again, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's just how I felt, and that's just what I saw when I've been using this. But I like it enough to, obviously I will finish the whole bottle, no problem, but I think I would maybe not repurchase this one again. But the next product I have for you guys, I don't know if it's placebo, I don't know what it is, but I really feel like I've seen such a big difference in my hair. This is from the brand HEMEKO. It's their super strength hair serum in gold, and on the cover it literally says fights severe thinning hair. I don't think I have severe thinning hair, but I definitely do lose a lot of hair. I do have a lot of like sparse areas around. I will take anything. I will try anything. I pretty much wash my hair maybe like 3 to 4 times a week, and whenever I do, I will drip this in my hairline, like on the side as well. And let me tell you, I don't know if it was like me growing out my bangs that I have like all of these like little baby hairs that's just sticking everywhere, or if it's this. I would like to believe that it was this, because I just feel like my hairline looks a little bit fuller. I have a little bit more hair growing. Even on the box it does say that you should consistently use this, like not just from one bottle, like keep on using it. So I like how they advertise that. They're not like guaranteeing you like one-time use and you're gonna see your hair growth, because I don't know, I feel like online these days we see that a lot. I genuinely feel like I've seen such a big difference. I definitely will get another bottle. If I can find it in Japan, I will definitely get one there, because it's probably going to be, again, a lot more cheaper. But after I finish this bottle, I am gonna test out the Sapuri serum, the Korean brand, and see how that compares, and then you'll hear me talk about that one in my next viral K-beauty video. I'm constantly trying all these products months in advance before I come to you guys. I mean, I've tried a few other hair serums. I've tried the one from Way that I feel like got very viral. I did not see a difference with that whatsoever, and I think that was way more expensive. Like I have it right here for you guys, as you can see. I've used like half the bottle of this, and what, this is 60 mils, and I think this was like almost $100, more than double of it. And I think maybe I paid, I would say like $40 if we convert it to New Zealand. So much better, really. The next product is another hair product. It's a hair mask, and when I say Japanese hair mask, you're probably thinking Fino. Already talked about it in the previous video. This one is probably like its competitor. It's from the brand Sabuki. It's their premium hair mask. I don't know if this is the original. This one is in the pink packaging, and honestly I feel like both hair masks are really great. Every time I use Fino, every time I use Sabuki, my hair always feels so good after every single time, and you really do see such a difference. There was one point where I didn't use this for like maybe a few months, and oh my goodness, when I used it again, I was like, this is actually how my hair's supposed to feel. My hair's not supposed to feel so dry. I actually think I prefer Fino. One, I do like the scent on Fino a little bit more, and two, the texture on Fino, it's more smooth, whereas this one I feel like is a bit more like like goopy and thicker, and it doesn't just like absorb into my hair as nicely as I would like. I feel like it's almost like sitting on top of my hair, whereas when I use Fino, I feel like it like really gets into my hair, if that makes sense. Honestly guys, I really just feel like I'm not that picky. Maybe like certain things I am picky, but like if I feel a difference, I feel a difference. Regardless, I think both are good. I believe one is better for like high porosity hair, low porosity hair. I need to figure out which porosity hair I have. And then lastly, to round out the video, I have something a little bit more random, not makeup, not skincare, not hair care, but it is very popular in Japan. You probably have seen this purple box somewhere, right? And I have like two variations of this. Essentially, these are like heated eye mask and then heated patches. Obviously, you can get this from a lot of different brands. Popular one I would say is the eye mask. They come in a little single packet like this, and once you open it up, it will start heating up. So it's pretty relaxing to wear this before you go to sleep, if to rest your eyes, especially nowadays, you know, we're all looking at a screen. It's nice to have something heated on you. Personally for me, I don't love the eye mask as much. I feel a little bit constrained down. What I end up doing with this, I end up like hooking onto my ears and putting it on my head because I do get a lot of headaches. So this really does help with that. But what I really love from the same brand, also by the way, they do have it in different scents, so you can get it in lavender, chamomile. Those things would help you relax even more. But what I really enjoy are these like neck heat patches. Obviously you could pretty much stick this anywhere, but it's intended for like the back of your neck. I like to stick it on like my trap area here, like all on my shoulders. I have pretty bad like shoulder pain. Some days are good, some days are really bad, and these are just a miracle. But again, it's really expensive getting them off YESSTYLE, and then it comes with a pack of 5. So I've been like saving these for like really sore days. When I go, I definitely will be getting a lot more of this one. I don't think I'll pick up any of these, but definitely this I'm gonna get more. But with that being said, you guys, those were all the products I had for you today. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have tried, do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. Also, if there's any other products you want me to try, K-beauty, J-beauty, C-beauty, let me know. This is an ongoing series I have on my channel. Like I mentioned, I'm constantly testing things behind the scenes to get ready for these videos for you. But with that being said, you guys, that is essentially going to conclude today's video. If you did enjoy the video, if you did find it helpful, if you could please give it a thumbs up for me, I'd appreciate it so much. It really does help me, my channel out a lot. It helps with the algorithm, just helps with everything. A little click on the like button. Thank you so much for watching as always. I love you so much, and I'll go ahead and see you in my next one. Bye!